Beth from Crafty Creations. So today we'll be working on a unique and a creek crossboard, and to preload the crossboard, which is right here, I'm going to grab 6-inch zip ties and start loading my cross from this row and up. I'm gonna skip this part right here. Okay, so I am preloading the crossboard. We're doing 3 zip ties per row for this project, and just like that, I make sure my zip tie is on the right way every time I put on my zip ties. So what I mean by that is you'll need your zip tie to be facing flat side to be facing up every time you load your zip tie. So if you don't, it's not going to zip correctly. So again, there's some viewers that like watching me load the board like this, but some don't. You can always skip through this part and fast forward it. So this will be how I'll be loading the zip ties from there to here. Okay, and same thing, I'm going to skip this. I'm going to load zip ties from here to here, skip, load here to here, skip, load here to here, and that'll be that for. And we'll work on the middle once we get to that part, but I don't think we'll need to use the middle part, as I think I'll be adding a bow into that middle. Hard. So there's our crossboard all loaded up. See that? Maybe if I put it right there, you guys can see better. Okay. What should we do now? So we'll set that crossboard aside, and let me grab, so again, there's a right side and a left side petal for this project. A left and a right. So this one over here, that's a left side petal. This one over here, that's a right side. And this will be the middle. What I'm planning to do with you is I'm going to make 2 of the left side petals in the brown and the horizontal white stripe, tan brown stripes. So that's for the left side. And this one over here, same thing, that's for the right side. So for these right here, you'll get 2 petals per 10 by 10 square. 2 petals and 2 petals. Same thing with this one. You get 2 petals because we're making the Rita petal. Again, Rita petal. Okay. We'll do this side again where the manufactured edge will be facing towards the middle when we added in the cross. So let's do the brown one. So the manufactured edges should be, what I mean by that is these ones up here should be on your top left, bottom right for the left side petal. So let me grab some 4-inch zip ties. Now that I understand what I'm doing, this is how that I made that cross, right? Some of you must have seen that. Now that I understand what I'm doing, I'm probably gonna explain a little better to you this part. Okay, so let's grab the this point and put it down over here. Okay, are these in the way? It might be in the way a little bit. So we're just gonna grab our clips. We need clips for this. If you don't have any clips, that's okay. So we're making this point pointy, making sure these tips are lined up as best you can. So these ones don't have to line up, okay? So we'll just pin, scrunch, right there, and add our clip in the middle. I'll grab my 4-inch. This is where you can use your rubber bands as well. Oh, that didn't zip good. That one is a bad apple. Throw that away. Okay, bad zip tie. See, that one zipped. That's good. I'm putting one 4-inch zip ties side by side, like so, on the pin, right? You can take these off. Mine doesn't line up real good, but that's all right. As long as my manufactured edge is showing right. And when you hold up your manufactured edge, this will be the manufactured edge. This is the left petal for the cross. So you notice my zip tie knob is up. One of them is up, one of them is down. See that? So I'm just gonna push this. You don't really have to, but I do that. Push this up so this way both your zip ties are facing you, and then you'll know which side petal this is. Okay, so let's do that again with this. So again, manufactured edge, top left, bottom right, that part. So that's why I don't add my time into it. Okay, so pins. Again, my horizontal white stripe does not line up real well, but that's okay. It's not going to be noticeable because of the stripes. I looked at it and I tried. It's not going to line up over here. It's all right as long as your tips are almost perfect. Almost. But when I cut this horizontal white stripe, I cut it at 10, just a little bit over 10 inches because it is over 10 inches wide, this horizontal white stripe. And so I tried to square it as best I can. Some of them are a little smaller, some of them are a little longer, so no, it's okay. It doesn't really show on the cross again. You'll just see the stripes. Okay, we just add our zip tie. Side by side, 4-inch. If you have trouble with your hands, I've been finding that I've been having trouble with my hands because these zip ties are a little too small, eh? But if you want to use a longer zip tie, I find the longer zip ties are a little bit easier when you add your petals, your zip ties on a petal like this. It's a little easier, and it doesn't take too long to your hands don't hurt too. So again, this one is going on the left side bin, making sure my manufactured edge is on right, but look at my zip ties. I'm just gonna push this up and they're both good. All right, so that's the left side petals. So now let's work on the right side petals. Same thing, same fold, but you'll place your mesh, whatever mesh you're using, poly burlap horizontal. This time you'll have your cut edge, that's my wood burned edge, on the top left, bottom right. Cut edge, top left, bottom right. Same fold, same clips, same amount of clips, same amount of zip ties for this. Make sure your tip is very tippy. Okay, so just again, you're not lining up, but that's okay. Try to look at where the middle would be and eyeball it and just scrunch, 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 pinch. Put a pin on this and then we can add our zip ties. I think next time I'm gonna order longer zip ties and on Amazon rather than a 4-inch. For this part here. So you see now, this part will be for the right side, right? So the manufactured edge is going in, will be going inside. So you notice that when I add them in there, right? They'll be like this. And both manufactured edges are sewing, not the rough side ones, the manufactured edges. So you will see the zip tie is on behind here again. So I'm just gonna push that up. Okay, just like that. Next one. Do the same fold. Ouch, that I pinned myself. Anybody else have questions? No? Just watching. So you guys, I'm excited to show you the petal that I came up with. Actually, I didn't really come up with it. I mean, sort of folded like how I did the owl wreath with the GG petal, but only I used the daisy chain petal for that here. I didn't use oh, I grabbed the longer one. So because I'm using a smaller ribbon. Okay, so we got that. So I'm just excited to show you a couple of those a few of these here. So, kiddoki. So I don't know how many we need for this. So we're making this one now. That's for the middle of the cross. I love this look. I just love it. I didn't even cut up the ribbon. So I did cut up the ribbon at 12 inches. Okay, I'm just going to cut this. This is a 7/8 inch ribbon. I did get this from Unique in the Creek. We'll cut a few here. 12 inches. 24, cut it in half, makes 12. Okay. A few more. I don't know how many I'll need for this part because I don't know if I'll be adding this petal on every zip tie or every other. I don't know yet, but we will see here as we go. Because it is a longer petal. It's wider, it's longer, it's 1, 2, 3 inches wide, and it's actually 5 inches long. So it's a pretty big petal, and like I said, when we go and put it in the middle of the cross, it's long, so I don't think we'll need to add it on every middle zip tie. We'll probably go every other. So we'll need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 10. So I think I cut too many ribbon. So let's make 8 of these petals, and we'll start adding the petals in there. Or did I cut enough? Oh no, I cut enough. Did I say 10? I said 10, right? So to fold this, you make sure you have your ribbon. Again, this is cut at 12 inches. This is squared at 10, 10 and a quarter, 10 and a quarter. So I'm just gonna do this, find the middle. So the way we fold our daisy, actually not daisy chain, but Ellie petal, is it? That's how we're gonna fold this one. It's like that. We'll use clips for the newbies. Okay, so I'll just have that, find the middle square. There's a square right there. When I overlap it, you can see the square. Okay, so there it is. So now the folding begins. I'm just gonna fold this to the middle. Okay, I think this is how I folded it. And I'm just gonna, yeah, I think this is how I folded it. Twirl this around, fold this to the middle. Yeah, this is how I folded it. I tried this out a few days ago, so. Okay, so there it is. I'll find, we'll half it. Okay, fold it in half. Let me see. Yep. Except those ones are a little wider. I'm not sure why. All right, so we'll find, this is where, what did I do here? This is where I slip. You can do whatever is easier here in this part. Make sure this is in the middle, okay? And I pinch. Make sure I grab the ribbon, both ends, okay? Pinch, slide over, and slide over. And there's your petal. I'll grab a zip tie now and cover, zip tie it. Here you can measure if you want. So I said 5 inches, so yeah, there we go. So there's the petal we're gonna be making. So let's make 7 more of these, and we'll start adding the petals into the wreath. And let's begin the fun part, which is adding the petals on the crossboard. We have our crossboard. Ta-da! Now, what I was thinking I wanted to do was this, right? So, like as I was saying, it's okay this petal right here is off center. Like as I was just saying, it's not perfect because it's gonna get covered anyway. It's going on the inner zip tie. So I'm adding my petals like this. So just into this zip tie with the manufactured edges going to in on the inside and facing up. Okay, just like that. So I grab this one and this one. So again, manufactured edges going this way for the left one, just like that. So already right here we're using two 10 by 10 squared mesh right here. And then now we're gonna add this one. Okay, right in the middle. Just like that. Oh yeah. I like it. Just like that. Now why purple, you ask? Because purple is the Easter color. Okay, again, same thing. But we're not gonna add this petal in there now. So I'm making sure my zip tie is facing up. This way. And just like that. I like how this one is peeking through just like that right there. Oops. And there could be some frays here and there, even though I wood burned. When you wood burn your mesh, it's not that your mesh will fray anyways if you wood burn it, but if you handle it nicely, it won't fray as much. Just like that. So I don't know why I put this one there, because I'm not adding anything in there. I shouldn't have done that. Somebody should have mentioned that. So this one needs to get cut off. And this one. What a waste. And this one needs to get cut off. What was I thinking? I was probably thinking that I was gonna be adding. Well, I didn't know what I was thinking because I wanted to try this out first to see, but I think I like it. So we're gonna do the next row with the first one we did here. So already we did 1, 2, 4, 5 10 by 10 cuts right here. We used 5. this part is done. So full. You can push these closer if you don't want them to be spread open like that. You can put them closer. Okay. I like it. Let's go on this side now. Oh, I better put it just like this. Okay, when I add my petals again, I make sure the manufactured edges are showing, which is this part. What am I doing? It's this way. Okay, here we go. And the manufactured edges are going on the inside, towards the inside. Next one. See that? And going towards the inside. Grab a purple petal. I'll go a little faster here. I'm just taking my sweet time. I'll fix up the petals later anyways. I want to add these kinds of petals right in those four. So this way the bow will sit nicely. So I am gonna make 4 more of these. Actually, yeah, 4 more of these. Add those purple ones. I'm just gonna add those zip ties right here in the 4. 4 zip ties right here. So load them from the back. Just like that. last petal for the middle part. Here we go. I'll just grab my needle. All right, so we're just gonna add the bow in there. You can even add these kinds of petals here and here if you want it. No, that's another idea. But once we add the bow in there, it'll sit nicely and it'll be poofy and you won't see those. Let's make the bow. So did you name it? That's my first time I've seen it. So this is directional ribbon. I want my ribbon tail to sit. It shouldn't be too long. Like this right here. 16 inches. So what I'm gonna do, I want the heat is risen to be like this, to be red. What am I gonna do then? So I'll cut this part. Need to hide the zip tie. I almost did it the old way. Let's add that inside. And there we go. See how it looks. I hope it'll look good. I'm just scared that it won't. Okay. All right. We'll add the hanging zip tie. Go to the back and clean it up. Cut those off. Put those back in the hole. And okay, so fix your petals how you like them, and make your cross go narrower or wider. however you want. That's a good thing about using Rita Petals for this way. You can move your petals. Think. Ready? All right, so there's our crossboard. Let me measure it. I think it's the same size as the one we made before. Yep, 31 inches tall, 24 inches wide. So it's the same size as the one we made.